What you doing reading?
Fool.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Man, how come we don't read?
Because nobody wants to know anything.
That ain't why.
It is why.
That ain't. It ain't.
Who wants to explore anything that's not shoved in your face? If it's not on Facebook, if it's not tweeted about, if somebody else isn't telling it to you, who really cares?
No, but that's because, you know why I think it is? I think because we've made reading real corny. I think the way we promote it, I'm not making excuses, right? It's a shame that we should have to like make something glamorous and cool to make it popular. But if it were another spin on it, like instead of, when we talk about reading and self-development, there's always like happy and like pastel colors and butterflies and like flowers and stuff.
Right.
Like, no, that's corny. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear it like that. Like, if you heard, if you get out and read, if you get out and learn something, if you get out and understand the world around you, you could actually have a better life. Like, if you hear it more powerful.
What you're talking about is hard work. That's the problem. Reading a book easier or is turning on TV easier?
No, turning on the TV might be easier, but you risk your entire livelihood. You risk your
Right.
entire, like, basically what you put on the line, you're putting your whole entire mind on the line.
Right. Every time you put that TV on, you put your mind at risk.
No, I'm serious. It's like going to war.
Right.
I'm
But
so
guess what?
serious.
It's the path to least resistance. Why think?
Yeah.
Why think about anything? Why pick up a book and have to define the words on the page? To understand the ideas, you're gonna have to understand the words, which requires a little bit of study, a little bit of work. You might have to break out that
But it's
dictionary
not even that
when you
deep.
don't know
Like,
that word.
just pick it. Like, what's 5 minutes to just catch up on something? I mean, the reality is, this is my thing, and I believe that people inside know, and people have the belief that they do believe that they should improve on themselves. I think that there are so many distractions out there that prevent it, and I think that there are a lot of that we're manipulated and we're controlled in a way. And there's a reason that the other things, they spend billions of dollars on marketing and advertising. It's a reason. It's such a powerful, economic tool. Yeah, because they spend so much money on it. If we put that same amount of money in promoting education, in promoting our health, in promoting our mental and physical and spiritual stability. If we invested that same amount of money in making one another feel better and supporting each other and coming up with groups or communities, if you will.
When you say we, who do you mean?
We as a nation, everybody.
We as a nation is not interested in everybody doing well. That's not how America works.
No. Okay. Perhaps I'm being idealist. What I'm proposing is that we try it. Because we've tried the other way, and the only thing that we end up with, people occupying the streets, people losing their jobs, people unemployed for months, years on end, people losing their homes, children not able to compete educationally with the rest of the world. We've tried it the other way. We've tried, everyone for themselves, independent thinking, and we've tried the fear and the hate that is embedded in racism. That's ridiculous. It's the biggest barrier, and it's the most ignorant and fearful thing that I could possibly think of. The way to keep people divided as opposed to coming together. I don't care if you're white, Hispanic, Chinese, Indian, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you have something, a way that you can benefit my life, it does not matter what your ethnicity is. It doesn't matter what your color is. I don't care if you're tall, short,
but those
fat, or skinny.
Those divisions have founded this country and have continued to make it profitable.
Yeah, but it only makes certain people profitable, which we can clearly see.
Right.
Everybody is not benefiting from these
those
profits.
People it makes profitable control the way that they want you to think. They don't want you to pick up The Economist. They don't want you, Joe Blow citizen, to start thinking about, well, why is this way? Why is this way? And why do I allow myself to let this be this way? Why don't I change things with them? Because that doesn't make them money. Right. We don't want that. No, we want you fat. We want you to eat bullshit. We want you to be depressed so that you buy Prozac.
And we buy things and we take things that the pharmaceutical companies put out to moderate our behavior instead of going for a walk, getting a breath of fresh air. Your child does not suffer from ADHD.
They need to
get out and run outside. They They need to go out and work them little legs
And burn some of that
and
energy
burn
off.
some of that energy off, and not sitting and playing a video game. I mean, I'm cool with technology. I think that.
And if you can play
advancements in
video
technology-
game for 3 hours, guess what? You don't have ADHD
I
because you
know.
paid attention to something.
I know. That's crazy. Oh my God, that's crazy. High five on that. My phone ringing. Let me get that real fast. Hold on. Yeah, that's crazy because we have to take responsibility as a nation. Look, here I go. I'm sitting here talking about how important stuff is to do all this stuff, and then my damn phone ringing in the background. But see, but it's more important to. It's more important to make sure that we take care of ourselves inside. If we can't address the things inside, if we can't face our fears, Nelson, people want to do this.
People do not want to look inside. They don't want to understand themselves. They don't want to know their motivations for things. They don't want to know why they feel this way, why they feel things.
No,
they don't want to be introspective.
I believe they
Introspection hurts. It's painful. It is difficult. It is hard. People do not want to do anything hard. They want to do what's easy. Look at general things in life.
But just doing stuff that's easy doesn't make things easier for you in the long run.
No,
it's a short-term gratification.
We're Americans. We believe in short-term gratification.
No, but
We're
that's the
human
problem.
beings,
But this is why we're going to decline as a nation. And I do not think that human beings believe that initially. I think that we are taught that. And I think that that is nurtured. That is not nature. Because we are born with so much potential and we are so powerful. And if we just take the time to harness that power and come in together and support each other, really, we will be able to do so much more.
But what you're requiring for that to happen is a positive human nature.
And it ain't nothing wrong with believing in that. Because honestly, you can't tell me that a baby is born. The baby is born thinking, hate, greed, take, gimme. I mean, yeah, sometimes, like some kids is crazy. But I'm talking about, look, see, I don't got no kids, so I don't know them little crazies. No, but seriously, we can do this. And fine, if we're born, bad, we can learn. The same way we learn everything else that we learn, the same way we learn all the other behaviors, because it's a learned behavior. Okay? It's not subconscious. It's not as subconscious as we think. A lot of it is right there in the forefront of our minds. Most of the actions that we do. And if we just stop and question and think about why we do things sometimes, as opposed to just do it just because I've been doing it since and everybody else is doing it, and we really think about, hold up, is this really going to benefit? Is this really going to be better? Am I just wasting my time? Am I just trying to kill time until I have something more purposeful or more important to do? No. Find that important thing to do right now. Do it right now. Because honestly, we don't have time to waste. It's a luxury that we can no longer afford. And it is time to get together. It is time to power up 100% and go for whatever it is that you want.
Right.
Because there's really nothing stopping you but yourself.
And I agree with you that people need to be introspective. They need to think. They need to go and change their lives in a positive way. My issue is that I don't think the vast majority of people want to. I don't want to. Who really wants to worry about change? Who wants to really worry about being really positive? Let's say I'm Joe Blow billionaire, right? I come from a family of wealth. I didn't work for any of my money.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the everyday person.
Well, let's talk about the everyday person
that complains, the everyday person that's upset about the things that's going on. We can make that change.
I'm Bob. I'm Bob. I've got 2 kids, right? I got 2 kids and a wife, right? Most days I eat fast food. Wife's working, I'm working. We gotta both work.
I
Kids come home, we
understand
feed
that.
their kids McDonald's. Now I could make healthier meals. We could, right? It's gonna cost a little more. Healthy food costs a little more.
Well, sometimes.
Healthy food costs more.
All right.
Okay.
We gonna have to have this argument later. Look, my bottom.
It requires more of my time.
Because I need to know what your point is.
My point is this.
I say people do have the ability to if when they want to, if they believe and they push and they actually work for it, they will find that work, while it may have seemed like a short-term inconvenience, that in the long run you were better off, you feel better, and you actually have what you want instead of complaining and talking about the things that you want.
I agree with that.
What are you saying?
The will for most people is not there. Most people don't have the will to do it. They don't want to.
Well, that's because they ain't met me yet. Power up.
So angry.